Today, when I arrived home from school, my parents were home. That's not so unusual, but I stopped and stared anyway. Both of them work, so they're not often home until later in the day, around 6. It's been a long time since I needed a babysitter, so I've never had a problem. It was a bit strange to see them home early in the afternoon, 3 hours before I usually see them. So it would have been a surprise for me if this was a normal scenario. Both of them smiled at me, asked me how my day was, talked about theirs, and they told me what they were going to eat for dinner. I looked at them, replied with the usual answers teenagers give their parents. They both looked normal. They both smiled at me while they talked. Big smiles, full of teeth, like they were looking forward to telling me something. Nothing weird there. They didn't tell me why they were home early, though. In fact, outside their eyes, the only weird thing, when I got home, the dog was acting odd. She kept on pressing up against my legs and staring up at me with those big, wet eyes. She wouldn't go more than a few feet from me at any given time, kept flicking her eyes between me and my parents. They saw me watching the dog. They smiled again. They said that they were sure that she was fine. There's nothing wrong with their faces. I checked. I didn't eat dinner. Begged off and saying I wasn't feeling well. They didn't smile then, but they let me off. I went to my room and I took the dog with me. I'm in my room now. Just before typing this to share, I was looking through my messages, reading one from my mother, from 5 hours ago. How they're saying they're still having fun in Australia, having spent the day diving in the Great Barrier Reef. They're still in Australia. I checked. I don't know what's in my house, but they're not my parents. The dog's in the corner. I'm keeping the curtain shut. I'm afraid to have my back to the door. There are shadows underneath it. I think one of them's them. I think it's one of them, the one pretending to be my mother, standing on the other side. I can't see them, but I can imagine it, wearing my mother's face, staring at the door, smiling.